Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. This lesson is going to be revolving around this comment that this individual put. And, basically coming up against what I'm saying in this video. And of course, no surprise, this is his page. His name is Marv P21, and there's no videos, no edification whatsoever. We're used to this. The bench warmers always got something to say about those that are actually out there doing the work, and they don't understand that the Lord is watching them and is very displeased with what they're doing. Right. But anyways, I'm going to read this comment, right, to show you how unlearned and how much he's lacking understanding in the scriptures. This is Marv P21. Basically, in this video, I mentioned how, the Lord puts particular spirits on Jake, to do certain things, and that the Lord, when that time comes, when Jake comes up against these Edomites, right, the Lord is going to put a particular spirit on them, and he could put demons on Jake to do particular things and to get extra strength and whatever the case may be. The Lord can do that. The Lord has done that multiple times. What do you think these people, when they go and they shoot up schools and things of that nature, what do you think is happening? The demons are being placed upon them to do those things. And I'm going to show you that in the Bible that's 100% accurate according to the scriptures. Okay, that's why sometimes they'll do certain things and they don't remember what they did. Oh, what did I do? I don't remember, because a demon took them over completely. And sometimes they remember it, but it was still a demon that was controlling them. But hey, it's okay. Let's go. This is Marv P22. He says, bearing false witness is shameful. The Most High would never use demons for war. Oh, really? I could cut that right now, as a matter of fact. Let's just this one statement. Let's cut this statement first. Let's do this in order. Okay? I'm going to come here. Let's go to 1 Kings. The Lord would never use demons for war. And I know you brothers know exactly where I'm going. This is 1 Kings 22 in verse 20. And it reads, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? Right now, he's speaking about Micaiah, because he didn't want to go to Micaiah, because Micaiah, he was telling him the truth according to what the Lord said, but he didn't want to go to Micaiah because it was always negative, because the Ahab was a demon. Okay, so of course it's going to be negative. All right, so that's why he didn't want to go to Micaiah. Right? He said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne. This is in the heavens now, and all the host of heaven standing by him on the right hand and on his left. Who's on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father? Yahweh Shai. Right? Yahweh Shai is on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father. And under him is what? The righteous angels. Okay? Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and the angels under them. Right? And then you have on the left-hand side. Who's on the left-hand side of the Heavenly Father? There's Satan is on the left-hand side of the Heavenly Father. And then who's under him? Demons. But guess what? They're all coming and standing before the Most High for this particular council. This is a prophet of the Lord speaking. Let me read that again. It said, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? So he wanted Ahab to die at Ramoth Gilead. Who's going to persuade him to go to war? He's talking to the spirits now. He's in the spirit world. Okay? He's talking to the angels on the right hand and the angels on the left hand. Okay? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will persuade him. Okay? It didn't say a holy angel. It said a spirit. It said, I will persuade him. Let's see. And what he says is going to determine if this is a right-hand angel or if this is a left-hand angel. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Okay, so that tells you right there, he's gonna cause his prophets to lie. If a prophet tells a lie, right? What kind of spirit came on him? Was it a righteous spirit or a demonic spirit? An evil spirit. It was an evil spirit, a left-hand spirit. Okay, so this left-hand spirit said, I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail. Go forth and do so. So the Lord said, go ahead and do what you got to do. He said that to the demonic spirit on the left-hand side. Go ahead and do that so that what? That he can be persuaded to go to war, right? Right? And then what? He goes to war and he dies. So that's a matter of war. The Lord is this is an exact example of him commanding a demon to push forth that energy for Ahab to go to war. So that's a cut on the beginning of your. So you're starting off. Hold on, Salakia. You're starting off on the wrong foot. You see, that was a cut right there. It says the Most High would never use demons for war. I just showed you an example where he did that. Okay. It says that's false. I don't have a reprobate mind. You need to relearn, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen to these type of people when Jacob's trouble comes. It says, we were punished in the past for not eliminating the enemy when the Most High said so. Therefore, we transgressed his word. The enemy has committed so many heinous crimes and acts of even his wickedness has runneth over. The Most High has sent the fishers. The time for the hunters is nigh. So he sounds to me like he's getting ready to do something now. Like he thinks that on this side he's gonna do something. In other words, before the Lord comes back, the hunters are gonna be here and they're gonna come up against the enemies. There's gonna be this great race war. The Lord's gonna be with his people. See, he lacks understanding, and if he does something like that, he's an idiot. If he does something like that, he's an idiot. And I'm gonna tell you straight, that's not a good move. If you go ahead and do something, or you're thinking of doing something before the Lord comes back, okay? Because the hunters are gonna come after the Lord beams us up and changes our bodies, not before. Matter of fact, let's go to Zephaniah 3. And that's the spirit. I just used it in the lesson before, so let's use it now. This is Zephaniah 3:8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. So we have to wait for the Lord to get his lick first. Okay? For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Okay, the Lord is gonna what? He's gonna burn up the earth with those chariots, and also the nuclear missiles. Okay, you see. So ultimately, you sound like you're trying to move very hastily against the orders of the Heavenly Father. That's what it sounds to me. Oh, the hunters is coming. The hunters are coming after the Lord beams us up in the chariots. What are you talking about? Jake, on the other hand, the Israelites on the other hand, the Lord is going to rouse up the Israelite spirit pursuant to Isaiah the 19th chapter. I'm talking about the Israelites that are not of the elect, the Israelites that don't know what's going on, the Israelites that it's going to be like how they were at in the time of Rodney King, but a lot worse. Did not the Lord rise them up to come up against Esau at that time to some extent? Yes, he did. But what was it? Was it a righteous spirits that entered into them? No, it was demonic spirits that entered into them. Okay? Because it's not the time for us to rise up against Esau. This is Isaiah 19. And I'll start at verse I'll start at verse 14. It says, Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every way, every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And this is dealing with the new Egypt, which is America. Okay, as it says in Revelations 11, in 8, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. That's speaking about the new Egypt, which is also called Sodom, okay, which is America, Babylon the Great. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. And that's what's coming, right? There's about to be a lot of job shortages that's getting ready to come. That's what's prophesied. There's going to be a lot of job shortages. People are not going to be able to get jobs. Therefore, they're not going to be able to get money. They're trying to introduce that UBI, which is universal basic income, so that you completely depend on them. And then the next thing they're going to introduce eventually, with all chaos, after all chaos ensues, is the micro CHIP. Okay, which is getting ready to come real soon, right? It says, and we, starting with the elders impossible, the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, we've been pushing that for the longest while about this micro CHIP, okay? And we've been pushing it very hard, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down, okay? It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. And what do you think is going to happen to those that are coming up against his prophets right now? Men like this, like Marv, whatever his name is, right? What do you think is going to happen to them? The Lord is going to put a spirit of fear upon them, okay? It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. How's the land of Judah in Egypt? It's speaking about the Judites in America, okay? That's what it's speaking about, okay? It says, everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, okay, because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he hath determined against it. In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan, which is the Hebrew, right? That's us coming back to our language, and swear to Yahweh of hosts, one shall be called the city of destruction, right? So what's going to make Judah to rise up and to get it out of that crouching position, as it says in Genesis 49? The Lord is going to put it on. The Lord is doing it first and foremost with the elect, right? They were raised up first, right? The teaching this truth, they were being raised up first and foremost. But he's going to put a particular type of spirit in these Jakes, okay? And these Israelites to rise up. This is Genesis 49:8. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Yeah, Judah, his hand's going to be in the neck of his enemies, first and foremost, starting with Yahweh Shai. Okay, although Judah is going to rise up against the enemy as well, right? Talking about these regular Judites that don't know what's going on. Okay, it says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Right, who's going to rouse Judah up? Because Judah has been crouching for a long time. Okay, so now he's about to get roused up. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's look up this word rouse up. Quam, or to rise, which we know what quam means, or quawam, which means to rise. We don't got to look it up. It means to rise. Matter of fact, let's look it up since we're here. Okay. Quawam, right? It says to stood, rise, up, arise, raise, establish, stand, perform, confirm, again, set, establish, surely, continue, sure, abide, accomplish, right? Arise, become powerful, right? So Judah's gonna get that weak Uncle Tom spirit, like this guy you see on the right, like this spirit that Judah's in right now, right? The kingdom of Judah in general, and he's gonna make them to become powerful. Okay, doesn't mean they're gonna overtake Esau. Okay, you're not gonna overtake Esau physically. That's not gonna happen. Okay, but that's a spirit is gonna enter into Jake. Okay. And, the Lord mentioned that nation shall rise up against nation. Are not we the nation of Israel, and Esau, the nation of Esau? So like I'm just typing. It says Jacob is the nation of the righteous, right? Israel is the nation of the righteous, right? Although a lot of them are wicked, they're still the nation of the righteous. And then Esau is the nation of the wicked, right? And all of them are wicked. You see? This is Matthew 24 and verse 7. In which nations have the most tension on the earth? Is it not the so-called white man and the so-called black man? Is that not the top tension? Or are those not the ones with the most that have the most tension? Of course. And the most at odds? Yes. Naturally they are, right? But right now it's subsided, because Judah is not roused up yet. This is Matthew 24 and 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, meaning race against race. And who's going to be the top race that's going to be against each other? Think about it. And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and we're at the time of the beginning of sorrows, man. So these are the things that are going to happen, and they're pushing. The elites want that to happen. The elites want a race riot. The elites want these type of tensions, these divisions between the left and the right. They want that, right, for their purpose, because they're gonna rise up as the phoenix out of the ashes, right, to set up their NWO. That's their whole plan. They need ultimate chaos, man, so the people can beg for a new way. They need that. Okay? So, of course, there's going to be racial Jake rising up against Esau. But that's not going to be the only tension. There's going to be tension between the Democrats and Republicans. There's going to be tension between classes, whatever. And we're looking for these politicians and so on and so forth. So there's going to be a lot of chaos. But one of the chaos is Jake rising up against Esau. Okay. So, right. So the bottom line is that's going to happen. And it's not going to be a righteous spirit. It's not going to be the elect rising up against Esau. No. Jake is not rising up like that against Esau. We're going to hunt. We're going to get Esau after we're transformed into those new bodies. That's when the elect is going to come and get Esau and put them into captivity directly. You think the Lord is going to come and they're going to be in captivity? Does that make sense? Let's go to Psalms 149. So the Lord's going to come and all the elites are going to be tied up. So really the Lord doesn't have to do anything because they're all going to be tied up. Come on, man. See, you don't understand the prophecies. Just sit back, take notes, and learn. That's it. We don't need your opinion, man. And it's evil what you're doing. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Before I even read this, let's get Ecclesiastes 5 to show you how what you're doing is evil. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. It says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. What you're doing is evil, man. Let me read this in another version. Let's read this in the NLT, man. What you're doing is absolute evil. It says, as you enter the house of the Most High, when two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. Okay? The Lord is with his men. Okay? It says, keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Okay? It is evil to make mindless offerings to the Most High. And this was a mindless offering. This was mindless. The first sentence you made, or the second sentence you made, I showed you that you were completely wrong using the scriptures. Okay? Right? When you go to Job, the first chapter, it shows you Satan was amongst the sons of the Most High in that particular council. So what are you talking about, man? Anyways, so let's go to Psalms 149 real quick, man. Then I'm gonna get a couple scriptures and wrap it up. It says Psalms 149, and I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. It says, matter of fact, at verse 6, it says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. He's acting like you're gonna have we're gonna get two-edged swords now. We're gonna go fight with. No. This is happening after Yahushua beams the elect up and changes our bodies. Lord willing, we be of that number. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen. That's not happening in this time. Okay, it's happening after Yahushua comes back. and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains. Well, go there. You think you're going to be able to bind the kings with chains? You think you're going to be able to get to the Rothschilds and the DuPonts and the Gettys? You think so? They got underground bunkers. What you going to do to break it into those underground bunkers? We need spiritual powers to do that. And their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. Dishonor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. This is going to happen after. You got to get the chronology right. Okay? Let's read a few more scriptures to show you the Lord is behind all the evil that happens, and he's the one that sends those spirits to do that evil. Let's get Isaiah 45 and 7. We're just gonna run through these scriptures real quick, man. I got soup I'm cooking. I gotta get to, man. All right. I decided to do this first because the words of the bread of everlasting life is more important, man. This is Isaiah 45 and 7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. See? So he controls everything, the evil and the good. So what's this guy talking about, man? What's up with him? What's up with him? This is Amos 3 and 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? The answer is no. The Most High is the one behind all of it. Okay? Let's go to, oh man, this one is good. Let's go to 1 Samuel's. These guys don't know what the hell they're talking. They're acting like like Satan and the demons are rebelling against the Most High. Satan and the demons are not rebelling against the Most High. The Heavenly Father controls Satan and uses him for his purpose, man. Just like the wicked. Okay, this is 1 Samuel 16 and 14. It says, but the spirit of Yahweh departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Yahweh troubled him. So the evil spirit came from who? From the Lord. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So what are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you saying? The Lord actually sent the evil spirit that went to Saul. The Lord sent it into him. Did not Saul come up against David? And the Lord wanted him to come up against David because he wanted David to go through that. What are you talking about? Let's get Proverbs 16 and 4. This is Proverbs 16 and 4. And it reads, Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. Sounds pretty simple to me. He made the wicked even for the day of evil. Meaning what? The wicked are doing his will right now. Even all the chaos that's about to ensue, he's controlling the wicked. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. So don't kings make war? So if the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord, is not the Lord putting the spirit on the kings to make war? Oh, but the Lord would never use demons to start war. Okay, and that includes the evil kings. That's why I said that. That includes the wicked kings. I'm not talking about the righteous kings. I'm talking about the wicked kings. Even the heathen kings the Lord uses for war purposes. Okay? Josiah didn't pick up on that message. That's why he was eventually put to death, because he put the spirit on a particular heathen king to go up to war against somebody. And the king told him, the Lord is the one that put the spirit on me to do this. So anyways, let's end it off with Sirach 39 and 28. Let's do that. Sirach 39 and 28. It says, Sirach 39 and 28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. Let me read that again. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. they pour out their force, and that's going to be a time of destruction when Jake is rising up and all these people are clashing and going against each other, and it's a bloody mess. That's the time of destruction. Okay? And appease the wrath of him that made them. Just like the demon I showed you that was going upon the false, going on the prophets to tell a lie to the Ahab, so that he can go to war and so he can die. Simple and plain. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom. And you bench warmers, you needs be quiet, man. The Lord is getting ready to bring a lot of judgment, so you better start fearing. If or not, do what you want. We'll see what happens to you in the end. Shalom.